Temperature records have been broken across Queensland, with the state experiencing its fourth hottest July on record. And experts say more hot and unstable weather is likely in the long term.
A warm winter for Queensland's Darling Downs has caused an oversupply of fresh produce. Farmers are now selling at a cut price or deciding not to send their crop to market at all.
Having a lot more around to try and get that top end price, they can't clear, and we're still left with produce that we're trying to fight to get the best dollar for.
Last month, average temperature records were broken in 12 locations across the state, including the Gold Coast, Logan, Gatton, Warwick and Charters Towers near Townsville. It's the state's fourth warmest July on record, and rainfall was down 70% on the long-term average.
We look at the dry vegetation and the dry soils that we're seeing and the effect that it's having on agriculture. So I certainly do think it's something that we should be concerned about.
At Brisbane's South Bank Beach, no one seemed to be fazed.
Beautiful. Perfect weather.
Why would you choose to be in the miserable Melbourne weather when you can be in the sunshine?
Researchers say there's evidence the tropics are shifting further south. In the long term, that could mean cyclones in areas that have never been hit. Higher temperatures are also making bushfire seasons longer.
There have been some studies come out that have shown that parts of Australia will now see 50-degree days or high 50-degree days when they haven't ever occurred before.
As the Northern Hemisphere sweats through one of its hottest summers, it's not clear whether that will affect the upcoming summer here.
With climate change, we expect to see an increase in the frequency of heat waves. And so what we've seen in the Northern Hemisphere is in line with that.
57% of the state is in drought. Christian Silva, ABC News.
And Jenny Woodward joins us in studio now. Jenny, are these conditions expected to continue?
Well, the outlook isn't very promising, Matt. 6 of the 8 climate models that the Bureau used indicate an El Niño will develop, most likely in September, although one points to December. Now, the El Niño is the weather pattern that causes drought, bringing very dry conditions and very high temperatures. And typically, conditions dry out significantly as we move into that El Niño phase. However, there are some indicators that point to a little relief rain in the central west and southeast parts of the state, but certainly not enough to break a drought. I'll be back with all the weather details soon.